Okay guys, shall we continue with the second part of introductory module? The second part is on the getting started in object-oriented programming. So, throughout the module outline, we are on the second part of module 1. Ensure that everyone has go through the overview part before we move on to the getting started. Okay, now let's define what is OOP. OOP is the abbreviation of object-oriented programming. It is a programming approach that based on the use of representing object from the real world unto the object in the programming. Each object consists of data or properties and the behavior or operation that can be acted by the object. It is contrast to conventional functional programming practice that only loosely connects data and behavior. As mentioned before, to be classified as the OO language, it has to have the feature of message passing. Okay, we can imagine the message passing as a message in a letter is passing between a girl and a boy, where each of them are the object. A girl is passing a message to a boy. Message passing is a form of communication, used in parallel programming and object-oriented programming. Communications are completed by the sending of messages, functions, signals, and data packets to recipients. Data is an attributes or properties owned by the object. In this case, a car have the properties such as model, color, year, etc. While behavior is a method that will be executed in the program. A method may contain a message. In this case, a method called register is bringing the information about the car owner. It means, while we do a car registration, the car owner information such as name, gender, and IC number is bring up together. Okay guys, now let's take a look on these three cars. A Proton Saga, a Ferrari, and a Volkswagen Beetle. Each of the car is considered as an object. A Proton Saga is the model name of this car. Its color is red, it has its own registration number and so on. And, it same goes to the other types of the car. All of them is considered as a class. So, the data just like the brand name, model and registration numbers are belongs to these car. Therefore, this same properties is called as class attribute. In object-oriented programming, objects are something that you think about first in designing a program, and they are also the units of code that are eventually derived from the process. Each object is an instance of a particular class, where the class own methods, or behavior, or procedures and data, or variables or properties, or attributes. An object is what actually runs in the computer. In here we can see that a Proton Saga, Ferrari and Volkswagen Beetle is a group of car. So, Proton Saga in this case is considered as one object. While, these three objects are belongs to a class called car. Therefore, in this case, Proton Saga is an instance of car. Okay, it same goes to the lorries and buses. Basically, an object is anything that can be represented by data in a computer's memory that can be manipulated by a computer program. So, what is a class? Class is the entire set of data and code of an object. Object that can be made a user-defined data type with the help of a class. Once a class has been defined, we can create any number of objects that belongs to that class. A class in collection of similar type objects.